Hello, friends. So, today I want to talk to you about something interesting that I have seen in the past few weeks, and just gonna touch base about what's been happening, how what's going on, and then why there's not as many videos as I used to make. Well, first of all, I kind of lost connection to all the news and all the things that are happening these days. Kind of lost interest, I guess, in reading what's happening, what's going on. Just kind of was taking a little step back. And in January, we did Daniel's fast with our whole family and our community, just kind of to get back to God. And it's always a good thing to do. It's good for your body and it's good for your soul and it's good very emotionally. A lot of things came up and it's just good to do so. So if you haven't ever done a Daniel fast, you should do it. It's for 21 days. And I do have a video about it, kind of specifically talking about it. If you're interested, scroll down, you'll see my one of those videos I made. In February, I decided to do like a 7-day challenge every day with God. And it's a challenge consists of every day you get up and the first thing you do, you read the Bible, you pray, you spend time with God. And the basic prayer stands with, teach me, God, what you want me to learn today. Show me what you want me to know. If there's something I'm not seeing, show me what you want me to see. So it's a good way to get closer to God, and you write everything down, like in your diary or in your notepad or whichever. This is kind of keeping track of your thoughts, your prayers, and getting closer to God, because when you write things down and the first thing in the morning, God speaks to you, He shows you things. And like on the second day, I had a dream, very interesting dream about my last day in the States, and it was just showing me that we will be moving possibly to another place soon. So yeah, very interesting. But so that's kind of, I just kind of stepped back a bit, just kind of wanted to, I guess, lost interest in what's happening in the world, what's happening, a lot of like all the problems, all the wars, all the things that are happening. I kind of don't feel the need to get prepared for that anymore. I feel like getting more physically or spiritually closer to God is the best preparation we can do. And He is the one who will guide us in the right direction, what we should be doing, and prepare us when something is happening closer to us. By living here in Texas, I do feel very safe. It's very quiet here. And even the recent issues we had with the borders and the federal government and stuff, it's still very quiet, and we don't seem to see any kind of commotion or anything. It's very laid back, and people are still very friendly, very calm. And where we live, it's very peaceful, I guess. So yeah, we live in a good place, and I know God will guide us to even a better place. Well, not maybe in the physical realm, but in God's way. God knows where to put everyone for you to be able to withstand the storm that's coming later. And the storm is coming. I do not want to say it will not come. It will. And it may come this year in 2024 with all the prophecies that we get and all the dreams, the visions. So this year, I guess the best part in the beginning of this year is getting prepared, because a lot of people are stating that later this year something drastic will happen. A lot of people state possibly in April, May, during the Pesach, the Jewish biblical holiday, Passover. It will be something will happen, and then also the fall feasts, God's holidays in the fall, September, October, something will happen as well. And of course, everyone knows that this year we'll have an election, and a lot of people are worried about it and see how that will go. So, like I said, the best part is to come close to God and to know that He will keep us safe, protected, in the right place as well. Like I always talk about, make sure you pray to God about where you live and ask Him if you live in the place where you should live. Some places will be safe, quiet, and peaceful, and some places will have chaos. So it's always good to check with God so He would tell you if you live in the good place. So why do I have this picture on my computer? Don't you want to walk here and enjoy the sound of the wind, the ocean, and experience this? So recently, I got kind of to see a few people who have got themselves the famous things that are called the virtual reality glasses or a headset. Well, this is the very cheap one, but like a lot of people like bought the fancy ones that came out recently, and like I was trying to figure out why do people want something like this, but it's called like a virtual reality, and people wear them because they want to see something else instead of seeing my window and my tree and bare branches winter time. They want to see this and they want to experience it from their own bedroom. So when they put this on, they can experience like they're on the beach, like they're someplace very beautiful. And it's actually, as I looked into that, I noticed that the brief history of virtual reality, it's pretty old. It came from 1960s, and of course, first it was like this huge machine that the person would put his head into, and he would experience. In this device, he would experience wind, sound, even smells that are associated with the video that he's watching. So it's called like a flight simulator. So that's what people were wearing and that's what they were watching. But of course, now we came many years later. Now we even have, as people put on a headset and they can experience it as well. So I guess my question was, should Christians get involved in this? Should they feel like they need to change their reality? Is this even good for you? So if you read more into it, it's very interesting. I even saw this video here. It's called Dreamwalker, and it's made by Microsoft Research. So look at this video and see what you think. So as you see, he's like walking down the street, and you see where he's walking, but in the virtual in the virtual reality, he sees something else completely, and he hears different things. So it's like you're inside this world. Instead of just seeing what you see grasses, you see this other reality. So would you want to experience that? I mean, I would probably make me feel dizzy just by walking like that and not really seeing, but seeing something else completely. So, yeah. And I guess this is very, very famous these days. People want to experience it. They want to, instead of being where they are, they want to experience something different. And they even say you can go to different countries, explore the world. Here it says you can try to be a firefighter, you can be different things, and you can be an airplane pilot from your own bedroom. So I believe this is actually not so very healthy for anyone, but for Christians especially, since we we need to be aware of what's happening these days instead of being in this fake reality, and not being aware of what's happening in life. First of all, we do not interact with people around us. We do not interact with nature. We do not pray to God when we're in this world. So basically, this world takes over you, and the things are happening there, and you feel stressed, and you feel like there's noise, and but it's not real. It's in a game. So a lot of things. It's really bad since a lot of young people are getting like really addicted to it, and they're like into this virtual reality world, and they have games that are made of different. They have like a house there and a planet, and they plant things there, and they make their own cities, and they go to jobs there and buy points, and it's just very, very a lot of things are involved. But and in real life, they do not do that. In real life, they just sit on their bed or their couch or whichever and just play a game. So yeah, it's not healthy first of all, and it's not very emotionally and spiritually. It's very unhealthy. So as I saw that recently it came up, I was like, yeah, that's not good, not healthy at all. And even if I do want to be in a beautiful ocean scene, I would rather wait and drive there myself or fly there. And even if I can go there, I'll just enjoy my own park that I have not too far from me, and just enjoy what I have and thank God for what I have, instead of being in this fake reality and then thinking you are on a beach and seeing those things. And I don't think you'll be feeling relaxed and stimulated and thankful to God for such a beautiful creation when you're in a some kind of game stimulation system. So yeah, well, let me know what you think. If you feel like no, this is the best thing ever, let me know. I do like to see and hear different viewpoints. Let's see here. I did find this Bible. Of course, a lot of you probably know BibleHub.com, and just want to share with you how beautiful it is when you read from Hebrew Psalm 1. In R, it says, "Blessed are those," and here the Hebrew word says, happy, how happy a man as an individual, as a male person. So blessed is the man who does not walk. Walk is to go, come, walk in the counsel, in advice, plan, prudence of the wicked. So how we will be happy when we do not walk in the advice of the wicked or the plan of the wicked. The wicked, of course, could be a wrong or a bad person, and we have a lot of those people who are trying to steal our families, who are trying to steal our health, steal our friendships and marriage and our babies from us, because they want to, those evil people, they just want to rip families apart. They want to take your babies away from you. They want to ruin your health with bad food and lack of exercise, and they do want to ruin your spiritual health by being close to God. Because when you're involved in games and virtual world, you do not have time to pray, to seek God. There's just like a virtual reality over you. And it says, or set foot on the path, a road, a course of life, a mode of action. So it even applies to anything that can be of sinners, anything, a mode of life that sinners do, a criminal or guilty people who are the way of life is evil for them. Or sit. It means to sit down, to dwell, to remain, to settle, even to marry in the seat, a seat, assembly, dwelling place, dwelling of mockers. And that's ambassador, have, intervention, interpreter, make a mocker. So those things that mock our world as it is, as God created it, and they want to make it better because they think this world is not enough and they think what God made is not perfect. Those people are mockers. So we should stay away from that. We should not sit down with them. We should not remain in them. We should not go take this mode of action or course of life or even this road. We should be against it. So the best way is be true in your life, to be present in your life every day. So I believe this thing that I am doing, the 7-day challenge for getting close to God, being there with God every day, probably will grow into more than just 7-day challenge. I guess the 7 days were like a challenge. You have to get it done every day and you write everything down. But once the challenge is done, you're like, you know what? I really like this challenge. I'm going to continue on even when the challenge is done, because you feel like you wake up and you right away you're thinking, thank you God for this beautiful day. I'm praising him. I'm very happy, and you say good morning to your God and you start reading the Bible. You just feel you write down what you want him to teach you, and then you're being observant. What's he teaching you today? And it's just very, very interesting what God wants to point out to you and what he wants to show you. A lot of things, and again, it comes to what we talked about earlier. If you're not observant and you're not there in person here where you need to be, if you're like in La La Land and you're daydreaming and you're in your game world, you may lose touch with God and you may miss the opportunity for him to teach you something. So my goal today is to show you that we need to be present for God. We need to be aware of our surroundings. We need to be aware of our life, our children, our marriages, and be here with God, because he is with us and he wants to be with us. He doesn't want us to lose us to this virtual reality life. and but I'll try to make more videos, and I'm praying to God that He'll give me more inspiration on what He wants me to talk about, what He wants me to open up and show you. I'm thinking like a lot of things. Possibly I'll talk about our thoughts next time and kind of see how our thoughts and our deeds and our words are related and how they are interacting together. Um, we'll see. We'll see what I feel like doing next time. Hopefully, more videos will be coming, and I'm sorry if I lost a new one. And just like I said, I was just feeling very um, did not want to do any of my usual videos about what's happening and what we have to prepare for and what we have to be aware and get ready. Just want to kind of just step back, and I really enjoy the time without the news and without anything crazy. So let me know what you think. Take care, my friends, and God bless you.